Peace and blessings, brother J. Coleman up in the house once again. Yeah. Real quick with y'all about this reparation things. I know many of y'all. I don't see too many people speaking on it. That's in the community. So some of us got to speak on different things to get things up for our people. Um, I know y'all seeing all the different people talking about how we don't deserve no reparations and all this stuff, but yet they talking about we don't understand reparations and all this type of things, but yet we do understand that the Japanese got paid, the Jews got paid, and everybody in America destroyed their life got paid, and they all got public apologies and shit. You know, I see a lot of people saying, "Don't worry about it." I'm not saying this is not saying that it's going to be reparations, but based on that it's on the table again, and it's been offers that never been existed before. A lot of people, especially a lot of these $5 Indians and these Mongoloids and other races, is trying to find a reason to opt us out of our own shit again. When we built this motherfucker, okay, many of us, all the blacks, that's immigrants, that go for you too. Because half of you, a lot of y'all don't like us anyway. Y'all want rather see us all gone so y'all can claim what we got already here as our birthright. I'm not going to play no games with you. You know what I'm saying? All black immigrants that's here, you're not entitled to it. Mexicans, you're not entitled to it. So-called Mongoloids, you ain't entitled to it because in reality, you already got your so-called reparations, Mongoloids, by them giving you land lots and giving you land and giving you free taxes, no taxes on your casinos and casino grants and so on and so forth. That's all allocated part of y'all reparations for what they so-called did to y'all. Okay, so ain't nobody. We need to start pushing the line that should nobody be up here trying to get our stuff, trying to get our stuff that our ancestors died for. And it's a shame many of us ain't talking about it. That's what's so crazy about it. It's a shame many of us not even talking about it to know that motherfuckers are trying to steal your ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears, money, and put it in their kids' pockets that didn't done shit. Their ancestors ain't done shit. None of these cats' relatives done anything with the African American. They always want to be together with us when it's time for us to start standing up for something, but a lot of them don't want to be around with us when it's time for us to talk about our stuff. Now that we talking about our stuff, a lot of people want to get on the bandwagon. Well, no immigrants. I feel no immigrants. No immigrants. I don't care where they from, what color they are. No immigrants have no business talking about reparations for so-called African Americans when your fucking descendants weren't even over here dealing with that. How the fuck they got a say so in our fucking suffering, a say so in our motherfucking deaths, a say so in our fucking wars that we contributed, our say so to all the ventures we done brought to this country, our say so for all the championships we won for this country, our own country, really. But how can y'all say these things when none of you motherfuckers wasn't even involved in anything? All of y'all sat back in all y'all other raggedy shithole countries and watched the African, so-called African American male and women suffer in this motherfucker, die in this motherfucker, fight for rights and cause opening doors for other motherfuckers. But yet every other race still spit in our face. I can relate to why the white people do it. But for Mexicans, Chinese, Arabs, Hindus, all you useless motherfuckers can take y'all ass back where the fuck you come from, because y'all don't want to acknowledge the work that African American, so-called African Americans, or what we call the indigenous Aborigines, have done for this land, and this is our land. If y'all can't relate to that, trying to opt out our motherfucking sacrifices for your benefit, fuck all y'all. We need to put that in office too. Kamala Harris, Elizabeth Warren, all you motherfuckers, they all need to be up out our business, and we need to opt them out exactly. Period. They don't need to be in no form of presidency. None of these motherfuckers ain't even from here. But yet we so easy to let motherfuckers outside of us tell us what to do, but people such as ourselves can't even find the proper leaders amongst ourselves because we too busy selling out for everything that we deal with. You know, it's a shame that we have to talk like this because of the reality. Everybody keeps peaceful with people that don't fucking like us. People that don't fucking want, that got all the fucked up, unnecessary fucking illiterate mind state about why they don't like black people or why they don't like Aboriginal, indigenous Aborigines, or what you would call African American or Negroes. Why everyone trying to have a say so on us? Because they know if we giving something and giving us resources like everybody else was giving resources when they was released from they whatever the fuck they was doing, and we still ain't getting resources, but yet we still building culture and traditions that motherfuckers stealing music and all this type of stuff. We still here doing this shit, and we don't deserve nothing. Got the game fucked up. Where the hell you get that from when we don't deserve nothing? How the hell you gonna say that, oh, we need to include all minorities? Fuck minorities. That ain't even in our vocabulary no more. We've been including minorities in everything we do, but minorities but the other races ain't been putting us in nothing. Fuck minority. Minorities are a trick to keep niggas out they shit by adding all these other motherfuckers that come Johnny come late motherfuckers in our business that hinder our process because we too busy trying to add everybody in on our shit, on my ancestors' shit. My motherfucking 4, 5, 6, 7 generations of relatives all throughout the Carolinas, all around here that fought all these wars. You motherfuckers telling me to say, fuck you, spitting on my grandmother's grave. You spitting on all the fucking children of slaves' graves. You know what I'm saying? Family member graves for y'all selfish fucking benefit. And then y'all want to try to say you don't like us because we done contributed all these things to the world. You don't like us because none of you motherfuckers couldn't survive what we survived. None of you. So what? We in a messed up position still to this day because all the injustice and everybody don't want to stand up unless it's some money or something they can benefit from us. No one's standing up for us. We continue to keep allocating other motherfuckers in our business. Our reparations, if we don't start going cuckoo about this, about our reparations, even though people don't believe we won't get it, and we won't, but we still have to confront that issue. We still have to confront that issue about our reparations. A lot of brothers want to say, I mean, ain't nothing wrong. You can keep learning your geology and all that type of stuff. Cool. But when it comes to this reparation things, all that shit is really unnecessarily until you open that door. Because once they open the door for reparations, that means open the door for why. They got to open the door of history of why they did it and where they come from and what's allowing this to happen. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. And a lot of people don't want to be hostile against these black immigrants, hostile against these $5 Indians, hostile against these racist ass Mongoloid, hostile against all these people that's hostile against us. We trying to be too holy for information that we haven't even been fucking living up under for 100 years yet. But yet we always try to be masters at everything we got, but we ain't even got a lot of other things cleared up in our street. We got people claiming reparations. I don't hear no Aboriginal brothers too much talking about that. We keep worrying about, you better prove who you are. We better prove who you are. No, we get these reparations and get on everybody that's trying to jump on a bandwagon to get our shit. That's when we'll start proving who the fuck we are. We can still get our reparations up under the African American, and at the same time, when we do step up for it, along with the 2020 census, we'll be able to tell them the story like, no, first of all, we know that y'all used to hearing us as being African Americans, but we're not African Americans. We are indigenous Aborigines of America. You know what I mean? So those things that we need to start addressing, because it ain't finna be no fun. It ain't finna be no fun. What the hell I just did? It ain't finna be no fun for what's going on, because when they finally say that, oh, Mexicans is getting some reparations, oh, Caribbeans and Jamaicans is getting reparations, but yet the average American Negro was too busy fighting and arguing about stupid ass shit, and other races got together and got our shit. That's what we coming to. Because many of y'all worried about entertainment in this fucking knowledge. Y'all worried about entertainment. Y'all working about what's in the background, music, where he at. Oh, y'all worried about all that type of shit. Y'all not worried about your children's future. Y'all not worried about that these motherfuckers is coming, taking the birthright, trying to take the birthrights again for our children's future. Fuck you. Fuck me. It's our children we talking about. By the time we get this shit understood and in the face like it's supposed to be, we'll be dead and gone. Likewise. You know, many people don't want to address this issue because a lot of people think, oh, it's going to make me say I'm racist. Y'all, you can call me racist, call me militant, call me whatever you want to call me. If I'm that for what I believe in and what my people have went through, fuck you. You don't understand white supremacy. Okay? White supremacy use these other motherfuckers that look like us, other motherfuckers that ain't us, that try to warn us off from what we need to be focusing on. It's our shit. We keep denying our shit. We get close, and then next thing later, we got a lot of brothers and sisters somewhere else on some other bullshit. But we won't stick to the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Where the reparations at? Get on these motherfuckers. Shut this shit down. Let motherfuckers know y'all not welcome for none of these reparations. Y'all wasn't on them plantations getting raped and getting fucked and getting killed and hung and beat and all this type of shit. Y'all wasn't there getting the pedophilia going on 24/7. Y'all wasn't there. Not here on this land going through it. You go back to your land and go get your reparations from your land. Don't come here in America trying to get reparations your ancestors didn't even suffer from. They was in a whole nother motherfucking place or an island. Every island ride for itself. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't got no disrespect to the black immigrants. The fact is that the black immigrants disrespect us. Y'all disrespecting us for even coming in here trying to stand up next to us that claims some shit that ain't even yours. That's fucking disrespect. That's fucking spit in our face. That's hella shit. That's like coming in the hood saying, I ain't from your hood, but I want the same status as if I was here. No, these motherfuckers are still like, they're still in our hip hop, all that shit, and ain't that seem like it's they shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how famous they is or whatever. Them motherfuckers did not come do shit. Now they over here killing their own people, killing our people because they having issues with us. Like especially in Florida, you got the Haitians and all them killing up brothers up over there on that bullshit. Because brothers and them are telling them brothers to take their ass back. Because y'all wasting time. Y'all in our way. Y'all just here just to cause conflict. The government brought you and let you motherfuckers come here. They give you all these grants and shit all over niggas. Come on. Y'all should be the motherfuckers standing up to my no. If anybody deserves these reparations, it's African Americans. So-called African Americans deserve reparations. Not no motherfucking black motherfuckers from Jamaica. Not no black motherfuckers from Haiti. Not no black motherfuckers from somewhere else. We talking about the motherfuckers that's here on this land physically. My ancestors were here physically fighting. Period. Blood. All through this bitch. Ain't nobody going. It's just like I'm having funk with somebody and this motherfucker killed 3 of my family members. And you know what I'm saying? And then people saying, oh man, let's just let it go. You know what I'm saying? No, that ain't your bloodline that got killed off. Okay? We don't look at shit like that. We only look at that shit when it comes to us. We ain't executing shit like we supposed to. We too busy arguing and fighting about shit that everybody know. Everybody know, a lot of people know that the Aboriginal people is black people. Everybody know it's all over the internet. But yet, even though we do know this, what is the process of us? What is our agenda past that? Everybody want to be in these, because so what? A lot of these brothers and sisters ain't blood according to tribal ways. Okay, but the fact is, we all got fucked in the same way. No matter if you was a Cherokee, no matter if you was Seminole, no matter if you was a Hottentot, no matter whatever the fuck you was, we all still got fucked over the same way. So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. About that, oh yeah, we have to unite on moral levels than one, because a lot of people think that I got my papers and I know who I am, that's going to fix our agenda. It's not. You content. I'm content to know that my descendants was here. Yes, I'm content. Yes, I got paperwork. Yes, all that shit. But the fact is that if you not content to the point where you want to go get what your ancestors died for, no matter what the title they gave them, oh, they ain't talking about us. So how we going to claim reparations, right? Well, we ain't going to identify what they call us. We can clear that up while we getting our reparations right now. Period. We need to go on. Everybody need to get on that motherfucker and tell people reparations is ours. Reparations is African Americans, so-called African American shit. Reparations is black people who are the descendants of slaves here in America for the past 400 plus years. That's who reparations should be given to. Not to no motherfucker who sat over somewhere else and watched all the shit come, and then they pop up over here 50 years later claiming that they was the ones with us because you have our look, our skin, but you ain't our friend and your soul ain't our kin when it comes down to this. Okay? We are the indigenous Aboriginals that built this country and got manipulated by other races that came to this country and still today. A lot of you motherfuckers talk all this old, nah, I'm not black, I'm not this, I'm not. Well, take your not black ass up out of America. Go some motherfucking where else with that shit. We ain't trying to hear that. We don't need y'all in the way anyway. Y'all here, black immigrants. I'm saying black immigrants because they the ones who's causing the conflict of interest. the conflict amongst our government. They going up there talking like it's them, but your mother came here 50 years ago, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So how the hell you gonna claim somebody's shit who family's been here hundreds of thousands of years? What kind of shit is that? That's just like a motherfucker go to Haiti or go to Africa and just go to Africa and just start boss hogging like I'm really from this motherfucker. Somebody gonna let you know that you're not from there. You ain't no African. Africans been telling me that for years. Man, y'all better wake up, because right now a lot of shit is on the table. And long as the Aboriginal copper color indigenous Aboriginals of America is suffering, everybody gonna fucking suffer. Everybody. Ain't finna be no motherfucking justice for no Muslims, no Christians, none of them, until the motherfucking original man and woman of this goddamn fucking Turtle Island get they motherfucking due, period. And long as that shit is not right, the ancestors is gonna make sure chaos going on. Yes, the ancestors is gonna allow these motherfuckers to kill us because niggas is too dumb and don't want to wake up. Yes, the ancestors is gonna allow all these things to happen, but the ancestors keep opening up these doors and niggas see them and turn around and want to fight about shit that's irrelevant to the benefit of our people. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn motherfucker knowing I'm a Aboriginal. I want that motherfucker to know more than just knowing I'm an Aboriginal. I want you to know that we are the people that came in. Your peoples is thieves. Your people are disease infested. Your people are fucking killers, murderers, and rapists, period. Because we are considered the savages. See, the savage race was the first original Aboriginals that the white folks had to fight before they ran into these mongoloid motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I understand we are. We are. We are. You know, we are. But the fact is, it's systematic. Okay, that's systematic. So really, I'm really talking to the people that's conscious, but at the same time, for our people to give them a benefit of the doubt, I understand why they like that. And the fact is that all these answers and all this debunking and all the information is in their face, and they still don't want to move. That's the cold part right there. That's the Willie Lynch chip process right there. Oh, the government do know that. This is why they're trying to acknowledge it to a degree. With that, the old girl trying to give 100 billion, was it? Was it 100 billion? Yeah, it was 100 billion. The bitch trying to say something about 100 billion. You ain't finna give everybody $2,500 a piece when you gave Japanese 27,000 each and all that type of shit for all the shit they did in Japan. Then you got Russia. Then you got Germany. You give all them fools 25,000, 30,000 a piece. You give everybody you did fucked up $30,000, $40,000 a piece, and then you want to try to throw the Negro crumbs. Still trying to play us. More like 12 trillion, $10 trillion shit. But that's irrelevant to what I'm talking about when it comes to the fact that we need to start stepping on everything. Stop. I see everybody. We got enough people confronting these mongoloids. We got enough people confronting the $5 Indians. We got enough information to keep them motherfuckers on hush, even though they still gonna try to say something due to their racist bias mentality that they was taught by the Kraken. Okay, they're gonna keep doing that. Let the few do that, but we need to start focusing on what's ours. Hell yeah, we want our land and gold back. Well, first of all, the thing is that we need to get this reparations in play now. Still work, still buy your land, still do all that shit. This don't mean that, because I ain't been waiting on them. But if they finna be given, I'm gonna be aware of it, because that's what my ancestors put in my head. Be aware of that. Be aware of that. I got relatives that been fighting in wars all the way before these crackers came. Civil War, got all these fucking paraphernalia of all these people fighting these wars on my descendant side, and we don't get nothing. Your folks don't get nothing. If you go dig in there and find, see, people need to go to the war archives. That's why I found out a lot of shit. Because in South Carolina, Saluda, South Carolina, or North Carolina, I found out through a lot of uncles that a lot of people was dealing with the people burned the churches or whatever that was holding the records was burnt down. You get what I'm saying? But that shit, we know all that shit was intentional. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm looking around, I say, okay, how else can I find out something? Then my great uncle said, well, you know, your Uncle Chuck was in World War I and you had another his brother, his oldest brother was in World War II, World War I. And here's the paper. I said, damn, these some funny looking dudes, big nose motherfuckers. But anyway, they did all these wars. fought all this wars, fought all these fucking civil wars for this cracker, freeing this motherfucker. But nobody can give us him. We actually freed every race that's here except our motherfucking self. That's a damn shame. We freed everybody in this motherfucking self. People say, well, shit, we didn't free the Asians. Yes, we did free the Asians because the motherfuckers couldn't come over here until that civil rights bill and all that shit was passed after all the water hoses and dogs and fights and shootings and assassinations. The motherfuckers wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? They wait and say, yeah, it's kind of cool now. Them niggas making pretty good money for themselves now. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If you can link any of your relatives to any one of those World War I, World War II, or the early civil wars, because there was a lot of more wars going on than just those. Those are recorded in history because white people trying to push their agenda of greatness when it wasn't great. But we do know we're talking about. Anybody can link their folks because a lot of our people while telling us, why did our in these wars? This is what I asked the uncle. Why do y'all folks fight in these wars? He say because they was already used to the already fucking colonists that was here. So if they sat back and let the new colonists come here, there's going to be another dilemma going on. You understand what I'm saying? They fought to keep this shit in the head, and hopefully in the future, our motherfucking ass is supposed to be standing up so they can continue the process, but we're not. We too busy worried about games and alcohol and weed and fucking and kicking in and selling drugs and blowing each other head off and having useless relationships and multi-partners and kids by different people. I'm talking about all of us. We fucked up. But I do know one thing. Everybody can step up and talk about that reparations. Now, here's the thing. The reason why I say that is because the reparations ain't got nothing to do with your indigenousness. See, they can say African American all they want. Because the thing about it is that we know that everybody around here is considered labeled African American, despite we know that's a misnomer and all that shit. But we still can get our shit. We still can get our shit. And aggressive and passionate and really want to move some shit with this shit, man, get out the way and let the real warriors be. And sit back and just be a little Indian and don't be no chiefs. Let chiefs stand up and get busy with this shit. Let chief women and men come and step up and do this shit. Because a lot of you niggas ain't doing nothing but just spitting rhetoric. I may be considered spitting rhetoric, but I'm talking about stuff that I feel is beneficial to our people. We can learn indigenous aboriginal knowledge all day. We got all the books and all that shit for that. But we need to start learning political science. We need to start learning the science that's necessary for we can build nations outside of this nation that's already being unjust to us. But in so many retrospect, a lot of this nation got hidden from the people is in their nation. So we have to point that shit out. Keep pointing it out, doing what y'all doing, man. Nothing wrong with that. But let's put our shit together to the point where we have to put, I'm from this tribe, I'm from this tribe. It's still like a form of gang banging. I used to be a fucking blood of a gang, a leader of a gang. So I know a mentality of gang banging when I see it, no matter what title you put it on. So we need to come from that point. We need to get from that point. Oh, I'm from over here. I'm from over here. I'm from over here. I know they did it in the past. Yes. And that was half of their fucking downfall too. As long as we continue to have these separate, being separate because we have different ideologies and so on and so forth, we'll never get nowhere. We just wasting our time. We just wasting our time fronting like we're gonna do something, but nobody really, and too many people ain't really activated to really go there. I mean, it have to be passionate. It have to be. I mean, I went through so many schools of thought. I'm like, man, I'm exhausted physically, but my spirit is the one that keep me for our people. But physically, my body is drained because our people is that goddamn slow or that fucked up. Hell yeah, yes, that's the main purpose. It's separate. It's just like I got family members, and I know you probably got family members too. That based on you come to this knowledge of who you are in some kind of fashion or another, right? Whether you religious or not, your family members is so gone that they're gonna be the ones who punish you the worst for for breaking the cycle in your family tree. They're gonna punish you for it. They're gonna be the worst ones. That's why they the last ones you should go to. They should be the ones you go to outside of shit. Outside of shit, get like minds like yours. Then they'll start waking up. Damn, why ain't messing with all them? Who's all them people with him? Who's all the people with her? They'll start wondering like, damn, I must not be a good family member. A lot of our family members are useless. If they don't recognize racism, then that the fact is that they have what you call coonity. It's coonity within them because they don't want to acknowledge it because they know it to acknowledge racism, There's accountability that come with racism. Okay, they always say we racist because we respond and see we can't be racist. It was I heard that before. No, I'm gonna say why in a simpler form. We can't be racist due to the fact that by us trying to be racist against people that's racist against us, we are reactors to racism that make people from the outside looking at, oh, you being racial about it. How the hell I'm gonna be racial about something when this whole society is built up on racism? This whole society is built up on some form of saying if you got dark skin, your ass ain't in. That's what are we talking about? Racism in America, as well as our people. I got people that say, oh, you racist, you racist. I said, well, look, every time I turn on my goddamn TV, if you so fucking lost, I see racism every time I turn on the TV. Every time I look at stuff that I know for a fact the black people are invented, but yet they got white actors and white this and white that, white that. Racism is being put in your face. I don't care what crackers say. Oh, I never had slaves. But motherfucker, racism still exists because you living off of it. Because you know that if racism did not exist, white supremacy did not exist, 100 years from now, your ass would be in a poorhouse with a lot of these other niggas right now too, because white supremacy wouldn't have you in this position. This is why white folks got it better than us, because of racism. And a lot of us don't want to acknowledge racism. A lot of us don't want to confront it like Malcolm. A lot of us don't want to confront it like Martin. A lot of us don't want to confront it like Fred Hampton. A lot of us don't want to confront that shit. Then everybody want to say, well, them motherfuckers is dead now. Well, motherfucker, if death is what it takes for us to do this shit, so be it. What you scared about not dying for? You don't want to die for your children's future? That's what it shows to me. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to die. Oh, I ain't know. You sound like a racist motherfucker. I'm a responder of white supremacy. Sometimes I take that away. They never had slaves, but they own all the farmland here in Indiana. Oh, in Indiana. Wow. And I'm out here in well, I'm originally from California, but I live out here in Nevada right now. Right now, I'm in Carson City. But really, it's really Reno, or I'll be in Vegas. But at the same time, I know the whole story about, saying Colonel Reno, how he done the Aboriginals and the so-called red man here. They take over Nevada and make it Reno and so on and so forth. It's a lot of fucked up history. Indeed. And the racism is really a lot more hidden here. It's less here, but it's everywhere you go. But, I left California due to the fact that, them niggas are foaming at the mouth out there, and mother ain't got time to be doing no more time away from his children and his family in his fucked up time period. A lot of motherfuckers should be looking for that type of shit. Racism exists. If racism didn't exist, motherfuckers would be calling you nigger. If racism didn't fucking exist, police would be killing you for no goddamn reason. If racism didn't exist, police wouldn't be fucking raping our women and taking them to jail and beating them to death and shit like that. If racism didn't exist, our police wouldn't kill no motherfucking 12-year-old kid with a squirt gun. If racism didn't exist, you gotta tailor. That's the type of things I say to them. If racism exists, when y'all know Egypt is black, but yet they still showing you white motherfuckers in Egypt. If racism exists, y'all know in the book, so-called book, according to the book of the Bible, it tells you that Jesus was a black man, but yet you still got the white Jesus on your wall. If racism exists, you get what I'm saying? That type of form I'm talking about. But far I'm about to log up out of here. I've been on it kind of long. But in retrospect to all this, the indigenous Aboriginals need to make it their business to make sure that none of these motherfuckers is over here claiming our birthright. Okay, reparations do have a link to our birthright. Why? Reparations meaning that we're paying you, killing and raping and burning and manipulating and doing all this shit to your ancestors past. Simple as that. That's what racism means. We killed off your fake trees and all this shit. We did all this shit to your ancestors, and we put you in this fucked up situation in America, or we put your people in this messed up situation in your country when we bombed it. So you're gonna say, all right, now y'all cool, we sorry, and then people say, oh, we don't deserve nothing. Well, how do the damn Japanese deserve reparations? And my uncle was there, but he wasn't stationed there in the motherfucking Hawaii when the Japanese came and bombed that motherfucker. But yet y'all still gave them reparations, even though they killed up some Americans. Bombed shit. But yeah, the nigga can't get none. And we haven't done nothing but pretend. Yeah, Claude Anderson was right in a lot of ways than one. Racism has distorted us so much that we don't even recognize what it is no more. Other races can be racist against us, and we want that. Yeah, they never had slaves, but okay. Will this foreign government have to leave our land? That's part of why it's hard for us to get reparations, because reparations, identifies with the indigenous. When you break it down, it's gonna identify with the indigenous. It's gonna link you back to records that go way back. And in the process of opening them records, a lot of treaties gonna be exposed. A lot of broken treaties gonna expose. A lot of things that prove that America, these motherfuckers don't even own America, gonna be exposed. So the government has become so tyrannical that we have to probably have, due to the speed that our people going, we're gonna have to wait till everybody get tired of this bullshit and motherfucker gonna have to overthrow the government. Period. That's the only way. And sovereignty and all these type of things still haven't stopped them. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna stop them is people that's coming together as a big mass whole, using their own money separate from the government. Because when people see other people governing themselves without their government, it makes their government look bad. My government's so fucked up, I had to create my own fucking medical system. My government's so fucked up, I had to create my own fucking welfare system for the people around me, even though they stole that from the Black Panthers. My government's so messed up, I can't eat the food that's coming out my store because they're allowing all these poisons to be put in my food. My government's so fucked up, they don't mind motherfucker 64 or better thousand black people missing, but don't put none of them on the Amber Alerts. You know what I'm saying? My government's so fucked up, they can go into people's houses and just disrespect people and just kill people in front of their own kids and shit. My government, and don't say nothing. My government's so fucked up, we can get a black president, so-called black president, that look just like us and won't do nothing for his own people. My government's so fucked up, my government will allow pedophiles to touch on kids and trying to find ways to make laws for that shit. That's how fucked up our government is, plus some 10 times over. So the only way this government gonna have to be destroyed is that we ain't in a position to destroy it in a physical fashion. Some of us ain't even mental enough to destroy it in a mental fashion. So it may take some outsiders to send a bomb over here and blow all this shit up and fuck shit up, and then we have to rebuild from there. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty deep to really say that, but you know what I'm saying? The only way we can taking the government is that we have to become our own nation and make the same exact government, but on a righteous scale, just like it, but without their constitution, without their Bill of Rights. Get rid of all they shit that they got. Don't even use none of it, because all of this shit is corrupted anyway. Period. Straight up corrupted. Accesses and holding all our family members' stuff, even though only in Africa, all up in Britain, they holding us, got a lot of them Africans and sisters stuff over there, them brothers, sisters, and family shit over there. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of shit that they hiding from the world to try to keep disapproving us as being who we are. You know what I'm saying? Go back to our original nation. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can go back to our original nations, but I tell brothers and sisters, I really don't. I've been studying for so long. I've been through so many ideologies, and I come to find out that the reason why, to a degree, why a lot of this shit ain't working, because we keep trying to regurgitate what already has been defeated. The white man has defeated the mentality of the Egyptians. They have defeated all the things that so-called black empires built or melanated people built. They have defeated that. So for us to be waving feathers and tomahawks and saying who we are, that's not going to get what we want back, because we can't fight with that shit. They got guns that can shoot. We got guns now. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So it's deep. It's real deep. Real deep. You're deep, and I see people there. I'll post some stuff in different places, and I have my main family members be the main ones that still talking about, well, Jesus is God, trying to put that on my page and shit. You know what I'm saying? And and hell no, we can't never trust them again. I don't trust Mongoloids again, because I don't know, people ain't talking about the history of how the Mongoloids fucked us over and worked it with the crack. I see very few people. I'm never going to stop that, because they're going to keep knowing about that. You ain't going to keep calling us savages and coons and culture vultures and shit. We're going to start letting it be known that you motherfuckers are the original coons of America. You motherfuckers sold us out. You motherfuckers worked it with the cracker. Y'all do that shit in prison too. Work with the white man and shit like he your fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? Jeebus creepers, they're real shit. You know what I'm saying? These white motherfuckers, we need to tell all, and it ain't got nothing to do with being racial, because I got people that I'm cool with being white and shit, but they know what I'm about, and you better respect it in my face. I don't care what you do behind me. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, man, Racism don't work. Racism only works when you let it work around you. And that's what we've been doing. All the people talking about, you're racist, you're racist. They just willing to live with racism. And that's why that shit still exists today. Same with white people. I'm not racist, but you didn't do nothing about it. And that shit done came all the way up to 2019. Still existing, strong as hell, still got motherfuckers out there talking about white pride, white brotherhood, and all that shit. You supposed to be out there checking them niggas. Well, what about your people? They over there talking about we're devils and everything. Well, if your people are over here lying on my people, taking my people's shit, saying all this shit, my people would have to counter-react what y'all putting on us. But we racist, though, because we are counter-reactors of racism that's placed upon us. Bullshit. I gotta go. Peace and blessings. Reparations is ours. All you black immigrants, all you pale-face $5 Indians, and all you fucking racist-ass mongoloids is no different than a white person. Reparations is ours.